So what do you reckon people really think when they first open your front door? If it's a little bit more on the ooh side rather than the ooh, maybe, just maybe, your hallway could use a little bit of love like this one. So I've got some very simple ways that you can create a better first impression. Well, this hallway certainly has plenty of light and a lot of space, so it's a great excuse to break out the dark colour for a bit of the dramatic. So to create a beautiful and striking first impression, we're going for a dark blue entrance. I'm picking up on the gold trim of the house plaque to bring a warm and modern Art Deco finish. One thing that stood out about this hall was this beautiful fluted cornice on the ceiling. You could just paint it white so it blends in, or you could actually turn it into a feature. So in this case, I've gone for this new gold effects paint to make it really stand out. Do you ever struggle choosing colour? Well, here in the hallway, you actually pass through the space, so it's never a room that you sit in all of the time. So you can actually kind of step out of the square and have a bit of fun with it. So instead of just choosing one colour, I'm going for 3. The reality is you're not going to be painting on a super regular basis. So in my opinion, you should always choose a good quality paint. We use the Dulux wash and wear. It's designed to be durable. A hallway like this is a super high traffic area, so it is really important to make sure that you choose a paint that lasts. I've gone for a low sheen finish here. It's going to be wipeable and will definitely stand up to everyday wear and tear and lots of high traffic. For a lot of us, having a shelving unit in the hallway for display, completely out of the question. It's just too narrow. But not with a shelving unit like this, you can easily build yourself. Now, the great thing about this is you can actually lay it out any way you like. I'm going for a geometric theme to tie in with the Art Deco style of the hallway. I don't want them to see the shelves themselves, I want them to see the objects. So I'm painting these in exactly the same colour as the wall. That way the shelves will disappear and everything on them will become the real stars of the show. We want these shelves to appear slimline and to basically float on the wall. So to help sink these screws deep into the timber, what I'm using here is a spade bit. Now that gives us a really nice deep channel. Then it's through with a long drill bit, and then to actually anchor them to the wall, I'm using these hex head bugle screws, which are really strong and very long. So these shelves are not going anywhere. If you're after the glam luxe look, you'd normally expect to go shopping at a high-end boutique, right? But if you're prepared to think outside the square, it's amazing what you can find. This strip came from the flooring section in Bunnings, normally used on the edges of stairs and to hold flooring down. Being brass, it's the look that everyone's going for right now. It ties in perfectly with our cornice and it sets this blue off beautifully. I think it's a winner. I always think a mirror is a great idea in a hallway. It not only opens up the space and helps to bounce light around, but it just makes the place feel so much brighter. It also gives you the opportunity to maybe check your outfit on the way out of the door, maybe even check your lippy. You can, of course, buy one off the shelf, but by making one yourself, it just gives you the opportunity to create something totally unique. If you're a bit of a bargain hunter like me, you'll know that you can pick up second-hand mirrors just about anywhere these days, online or in op shops. For my mirror, I'm using a backing board that I'm making myself. For this, I've just gone for MDF. 16mm is nice and substantial. It's going to take the weight of the glass and also allow me to hang it easily. Now, I haven't made it exactly the same size as the mirror itself. I've just gone a little bit in, about 30mm in. That way I won't see any of the edges. I'm just creating a very simple split batten system to allow me to hang the mirror flush against the wall. To do this, I'm using a jigsaw to cut a piece out of our backing circle with a 45-degree angle along the top side. So I keep this bit, this side gets attached to the wall and the mirror simply hangs on. So the next thing to do is to attach the backing board to the mirror itself. That's it, we're all done. You know what's going to be so great about this mirror, not only is it handmade, but it's going to be backlit. Using these LED strip lights, what I'm doing is going around the entire circumference of the mirror, so when it's hung on the wall, you'll get this gorgeous glow. Oh, it's a heavy one. I think we're in. Brilliant. So the chunk of timber that I cut out from the backing board, that section is now acting as a split batten and holding this mirror firmly in place so it's not going anywhere. To run the power cord, we've cut a little hole behind the mirror so you can't see it. Choosing just the right lights can be tricky. A hallway is a long, narrow room. The proportions on this are ideal. Having this geometry in this wire frame kind of gives us a modern take on our Art Deco theme. This dark wall, the backlit mirror, and all of these metallic accents have really made this hallway shine. And I'm so pleased we've been able to incorporate a shelf in here because it gives us the opportunity for display that we just never had before. Now, when you actually come home at the end of the day, what do? You dump your shoes, you dump your mail, you dump your keys. So make sure when you're buying new accents, you incorporate that into your scheme. Having the gold has given us that really nice repetition. And don't be afraid to just scale it up. It really does make good impact. In my opinion, it is so worth going to the trouble to decorate your entrance, not only for your friends and family, but mainly for you. Create a space that says, welcome home.